The campaign train of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar may have suffered a deadly blow with these developments. Members of the group, including former Deputy National Chairman Bode George, former Plateau State Governor Jonah Jang, Governor Sheyi Makinde, among others, vowed not to participate in whatever capacity in the campaign council unless the national chairman of the party, Iochia Ayu, resigns for a southern candidate.
Therefore, resolve that Senator Iochia Ayu resigns as the national chairman of the party for an acting chairman of Southern Nigeria extraction to emerge and lead the party on the national campaign. Consequently, we resolve not to participate in the campaign council in whatever capacity.
The group maintained that the present arrangement does not guarantee fairness and would affect the chances of PDP in 2023.
Everything Governor Wiki has been saying, it is not for him as a person, and it is not because he lost the primaries.
We are PDP, we remain PDP, but we want things done justly, fairly, equitably.
We hope that the powers that be will listen to the voice of reason and do the needful.
A PDP stakeholder, Ambassador Kanu Chidebere, who spoke with Flow FM News, advised the party's leadership to act fast to prevent the party from an implosion.
With the development, a house divided cannot stand. If this thing continues, it will affect PDP in the nearest future. The general election, it will affect PDP. If PDP didn't come together and work as a family, it will affect the party.
Recall that the Atiku campaign organization recently appointed some members of the warring faction as part of the team to assuage the southern stakeholders, but this didn't stop the agitation. Gaius Amakoromo, Flow FM News.
A very good morning to you, our dear listener. Welcome to the platform on Flow 94.9 FM Umoya. The platform is the pinnacle of all discussion. Of course, you heard that particular insight talking about the PDP crisis since after the May convention has witnessed interesting dimensions, with none of the gladiators backing down on their demands. Of course, while the Yoson Wike's camp has announced their resolve not to participate in the presidential campaign programs, talking about the big head over the Atiku Abubakar's camp has also doubled down, insisting on going ahead with the programs despite the call from the other camp that they will not participate in the process. Both sides are talking tough at a time when they should be preoccupied with how to convince Nigerians to buy into their agenda. Just before the drama moves to state chapters, we have decided this morning to get the positions of Abia State PDP in the old drama. So today, on the platform, we shall be looking at the PDP crisis from Abia perspective. My name is Ben Moses. Of course, dear listener, you have to pardon us today. Ginika and Wisdom would have been yet to handle this program, but because of a call of duty, they have been unable to participate in today's edition of the program. Of course, they're on their way to Enugu for a critical assignment this morning. So I want to say a very big thank you to them, who have always been ensuring that this program goes smoothly with that being filled. They'll be back next week to ensure that we get everything in place. But this morning on the platform, I will be joined by the Deputy State Chairman of PDP, Mr. Ama Abraham, and the Abia State Coordinator of Atiku Abubakar Campaign Organization, Chief Charles Ogbonna, for them to look at these issues at this point in time with the People's Democratic Party. All right, joining us virtually this morning is Chief Charles Ogbonna. He is the coordinator of Atiku Abubakar Campaign Organization here in Abia State. Chief Ogbonna, good morning and welcome to the platform.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you very much. Quickly, Chief Ogbonna, it appears like the PDP ship is not sailing aright. Going by the turn of events, you would agree with me that there have been developments in the People's Democratic Party largely. I want to know how your team is taking up the old pressure.
Well, the party takes decision in everything we do, including Atiku Abubakar himself. We take you through what they decide. And I don't really think that we have much problem, except that we have little distractions here and there. And by the grace of God, the campaign will go ahead. The funny thing about the whole thing is that those who are agitating are in the same party, and we are going to go on with the same campaign. It's the same campaign trend that all of us are going. So, well, being democracy, people must agitate. So there's no problem about it.
Chief Ogbonna, when you say that there is not much problem in the People's Democratic Party, it appears to be a different thing on this side, because already we have number of stakeholders backing down, saying that they will not participate in the campaign process of Atiku Abubakar. So let us understand clearly, because as at Wednesday night, breaking yesterday, Thursday, the camp of Nyesom Wike pulled out. So let us be directed properly on this particular issue, Chief Ogbonna.
Then let me tell you see, there are things people see and regard it as something, whereas we politicians, we practitioners, we don't really see them as anything. Because you listen to Wike this morning when he said, yes, I'm agitating, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not leaving the party, I'm going to fight from inside the party, I'm going to deliver all PDP candidates. So what are you talking about? Where lies the problem? Where now lies the problem? So I don't really see any problem. We are going on with the planned campaign for 2023 general election, presidential to the House of Assembly. We are going to do that. So if I agitate as a person, it is me that is agitating, and cannot be everybody agitating. One good thing that has happened today, for which I bless my heart for, Mr. President, is signing of the Electoral Act. So today, the old woman in the village makes her mind to say this is what to vote for. So nobody is going to tell her, nobody is going to write a result. All the result must emanate from the polling unit. So people are now free to make up their minds on who to. So what is the agitation about? So like I said, I don't see any problem in PDP other than some personal agitations and distractions here and there.
All right, Chief Ogbonna, we'll go on a very short break. We'll return because you said something that Wike has said that he must ensure he delivers all candidates of the People's Democratic Party. I want to know if Atiku is included, but that will be after this break. Please stay with us. All right, dear listener, you're welcome back. This is the platform, of course, pinnacle of all discussion. Before we went on that break, we are speaking with Chief Charles Ogbonna this morning, talking about the PDP crisis since after the May convention. Chief Ogbonna, good to still have you on the program this morning.
Thank you very much.
All right, you said something, of course, I agree with you completely. Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, said this morning that he would ensure he delivers candidates of the People's Democratic Party. But let's be fair, looking at what is playing out, most especially from the angle of the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike, do you think that Atiku Abubakar rather is one of the persons he intends to deliver come 2023?
That is his business. But he has said he will deliver all PDP candidates. He did not exclude anyone. We did not exclude Atiku Abubakar. Let us all understand that these people, they've been friends for a very long time. They together, they discuss, they call each other on phones. We need to mind our business. There are certain things we discuss. For me, I don't really go up there to discuss, but they know what their problems are, and in due course, they will settle themselves. That is my own. But I hold him by what he said this morning. But if anybody is thinking that he's going to lead PDP far, using his words, and that he will, with the help of the campaign council of Rivers State, deliver every PDP candidate in 2023 election. He never excluded the Atiku.
Of course.
If you had another thing.
Yes, I'm with you, Chief Ogbonna. I wonder how that will work, in as much as Wike at this point in time is the major head in this particular fight. I wonder why he would include Atiku in that particular one. But that's, by the way, we'll come in that.
Well, that's your suggestion. I don't know. I don't know how he's going to exclude Atiku while campaigning for his senator. I don't know how he will exclude Atiku when he will be campaigning for his House of Representatives. How is he going to do that? Will he openly tell people not to vote for Atiku? It is not possible.
All right, thank you very much, Chief. Moving on with the program this morning, at a point in time, you issued a statement against some of your members, talking about the People's Democratic Party in the person of Mao Hurumwa and Nena Ukeje for some anti-party comments. I want to know why, Chief Ogbonna.
You see, that's what you see the statement. You see the statement credited to Wike this morning. How come candidates of PDP from my own state? There are no others. In River State, there are many of them, candidates of PDP, senatorial and House of Representatives. They did not attend that meeting. They were not included in disassociating themselves from the campaign of Atiku Abubakar. Who is the ladder for which they will climb to become what they are planning to become? Because it is difficult for them to be elected without Atiku. And you see them going there to say that they are withdrawing. And these are the same people that were included in that presidential campaign council by the governor of the state. There are so many of them. The governor appointed or nominated all these people for that presidential council. And only 2 of them came out to say, we will not campaign for Atiku. We are withdrawing from Atiku's campaign. It's not sheer nonsense. And so if they can do that, I can also mobilize people. Because we have structure to the unit. We have unit commander assistants. As I'm talking to you, in every unit of this state, we have unit commanders. We have 10 unit commanders in all the units, 4,000 something units in Abia State. We have them. We have them in the 17 local governments. So we can mobilize and say, okay, if you are not going to campaign for Atiku, we are not going to campaign for. When others will be campaigning for them, we will be campaigning against them, thereby giving leverage for opposing parties to win. So will that all go well? That will not all go well. We need to understand what we are doing and do them right.
All right, thank you very much, Chief Ogbonna. If this is happening in the southeast at the moment, one would question the possibility that the People's Democratic Party will have a good grant for them to ensure their emergence come 2023. But that's by the way. Still on this particular issue, Chief Ogbonna, do you think that Atiku Abubakar would enjoy favorable support from Southeast as it stands? Because already, silently, things are happening, not just alone from the Yosun Wike of River State. Now it has cut across that angle, and then it's going into another thing altogether. So let us get your own thoughts on this particular issue now.
Ben, first of all, let me take you back to the position of the political parties. What is it that is causing this problem? Chairmanship of the party, which my party in Abia is doing a different line with the governor. Let me tell you, PDP has at the moment not candidates, presidential candidates, and northern chairman. APC today has northern president, northern chairman. Labour Party today has southern president, southern chairman. NNPP has northern chairman, northern president. Of all these political parties, none of them has raised promotion. None of them has raised problems except the PDP, the South. And the question I'm asking those of them from the Southeast that are asking the chairman to resign, Southeast, we have one of the major positions in the party, which is the secretary of the party. They are now saying that we don't want it. And mind you, for those of them who are saying, Ayub should resign, the Southwest are strongly agitating that they have not been chairman of the party before. So the one we have, which is the secretary of the party, will now go to the North. The chairmanship of the party will now go to Southwest. Which one will we have? The Southeast, which one? And each time, my brother, the governor, with due respect, I've told him, look, don't be following these people the way we are following them. And if you are agitating for South, be specific to agitate for Southeast, and not South. They were agitating for Southern governor, not knowing, I don't know if he knew, that somebody somewhere was planning to be president from South, a region that had produced president before. And my governor came out to support a presidential candidate from the South, that has produced before. What of the Southeast? Why are they trying to deceive the people? You see, it is not easy to deceive the people all the time. It is not. Because of your interest, because of what you think you are going to have. So it is important we know what we are saying, what we are doing at any given time, because there is tomorrow. When I started agitating that the governorship of this state must go to Abia North, some people, my own governor called me, sat me down and told me that there is tomorrow. You can't have everything at the same time. That's what he told me. Is it now that there is no more tomorrow? The position we have today we have had before. He became the chairman of PDP like this. It was the same thing. And it was after the presidential election that a mini convention was held and he emerged as chairman. I don't know why people are fighting over nothing. They want to disrupt something. Like that authority of the blessed memory will tell us, if we are drinking Gary and you don't want me to drink as much you are drinking, I will pour in sand. Which is exactly what they are trying to do. But I want to tell us that this is an opportunity. Every member of PDP in the Southeast must work hard for the success of Atiku Abubakar. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Chief Ogbonna. Of course, you've said this morning that it appears that the state governor is the cause of the whole thing happening in the state. But it's acceptable that in as much as he's the governor of the state, he is the leader of the party in the state. That's on one side. Chief Ogbonna, don't you think that the governor has position in anything that happens in the party in a state like Abia State, for you to have said what you have said this morning?
Then let me tell you, each time I talk to you about the governor, understand that I discussed with the governor in-house. Before coming out to say what I'm saying now, I called the governor, advised him. Look, we have elders. There is what is called elders and stakeholders of PDP. It's a tradition we have. It's a system we have. Any governor, because no governor becomes governor on his own. The stakeholders, the elders, the opinion leaders, the godfathers, they sit down to say that man should be governor. If that is the case, why do you jettison them? You no longer refer to them. You no longer tell them, because issue of Abia State. Okay, I'll give you another instance of House of Assembly. In the House of Assembly, I've sat severally in a meeting where the Speaker will call a meeting of stakeholders to say, this is what is happening in the House. I want your input. I want a sort of town hall meeting. And we will give our own advice based on experience. We will go on with that. So why should the governor now decide on his own? Because tomorrow he will come back to become an elder. He will come back to become an opinion leader. He will become a stakeholder of this party and expect people to call and consult with him for anything that is going to happen. So it is not solely the responsibility of the governor to decide for Abia people. We have elders, and we must always try as much as possible to respect our elders and consult with them anytime.
All right, thank you very much, Chief Ogbonna. Let us come out from that particular angle. Now, you've said much about the governor of Abia State, Okezie Ikpeazu. Now, it's not only the face you can find in that camp of Wike. Wike is the governor of Rivers State. We have Makinde of Oyo State, and even Samuel Otom of Benue State. Other governors too. So, are you trying to say that the governors do not represent? Chief, Chief.
Listen. I understand where you're going. Are you aware that all the states in the southwest have disassociated themselves from what Makinde is saying.
So are you trying to say that the governors do not represent the interest of the stakeholders or the masses?
That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there must be consultations so that if you go there to say it, nobody, Charles Ogbonna will not come to say that is not what we agreed on. It has to be a collective agreement. It is not one man's agreement. Okay, this morning, look at what happened. Yesterday, we checked all the stakeholders and stakeholders meeting in Port Harcourt, where he explained to them what has been happening. Medicine after death. Putting the horse before the cart, or putting the cart before the horse, or what? I can't. Why did he not initially do what he did yesterday? Why? Because he came back to realize that no, there are people, I'm going out of government. There are people, there are owners of this land. And that's why he told them. So we must always know that no masquerade dances in the marketplace forever. If you dance too long in a market, people will begin to identify faults and tell you, if you dance and go in, that is the way it is. For me, I am a founding member of PDP from 1998. And I've been in PDP. So nobody will come back. I will not destroy this party because I will not have any other party. I am groomed. I am trained by PDP in all aspects of political divisions or departments. So I am not going anywhere. And I tell the younger ones, please, we have a tradition. Even in our villages, we respect elders. That's my own. Again, let me tell you, maybe I forgot to tell you. For me to begin today to agitate for removal of chairman, then Ahmedu Sharif was removed by Wike's agitation. You know, maternity was removed due to Wike's agitation. Secondus was removed due to Wike's agitation. Why? And he is now agitating for Ayu to leave. Ayu is a super founding father of PDP. There is this adage in Igbo land that we must learn from history.
All right, Chief Ogbonna, I believe that this will position your party on the ground that we'll be having positive outcomes from time to time. But let's still monitor how things unfold accordingly. At this point, Chief Ogbonna, where is the way out of this confusion? Because it's not just residing on one part, it is cutting across certain parts.
Let me tell you, nothing spoiled. But a few days ago, I had a discussion with the governor. Nothing spoiled. Let him call the elders. Let us look at ourselves face to face. This party does not belong to anybody. It belongs to all of us. We must forge ahead. On Tuesday next week, all of us are meeting in Enugu. We are meeting the presidential candidate in Enugu on Tuesday next week. All the party officials, all the candidates, all of us, we will be under one roof.
And do you think?
And listen to the presidential candidate. I will come back here and begin to fight over nothing. So let us come together. The governor is the leader of the party. Let him lead us right.
Do you see him being there in attendance at the meeting next week?
Yes, definitely I'll be there. I have an invitation to be there.
I'm talking about the governor of Abia State.
Yes, the governor will be there. I'm sure the governor will be there. Nothing. See, let me tell you then. Forget what everybody is saying. The governor is a PDP product. Forget whatever that is happening. APC party is not quarreling with anybody. I recall I had one-on-one discussion with the presidential candidate. And I know what he told me. To go and work with my governor. And I told him that. So they are not quarreling. Forget this thing. Don't be deceived. We are politicians. We are a journalist, a broadcaster. So you know that one well. I don't know your job. I know politics. We cannot quarrel. We sit down and eat together.
All right. And then you are saying at this point, since this thing is happening, that the people are not affected, or the people now have their own position at the poll.
Which position will I have? Which position will I have against who?
I'm talking about the masses here who will come out. Of course, you alone, you will not be able to take Atiku to that position.
No. Atiku is a household name in Nigeria. There is no unit of this country that Atiku is not represented.
All right, Chief Ogbonna, let's leave it there on this particular program this morning. I want to say a very big thank you to you for your time on the program.
Thank you very much for your work. Well done, I beg. Thank you very much.
We wish you and your party well, so that we know the next angle in Nigeria.
We will then. I'll pay for your hotel room for you in the doing inauguration of Atiku's presidential inauguration. I will.
All right, thank you very much, Chief Ogbonna.
Thank you. God bless you.
All right, dear listener, it's been the program, the platform pinnacle of all discussion on Flow 94.9 FM Umoya. We'll get over to the Deputy State Chairman of PDP, Mr. Amma Abraham, so that we'll have his own position on this particular issue this morning as well on the program, The Platform. Please stay with us. Thank you very much, dear listener, for still staying tuned to the program, The Platform on Flow 94.9 FM here at Umoya. All right, we have joining us virtually also the Deputy State Chairman of PDP, Mr. Amma Abraham. Good to have you on the program this morning, sir. Good morning.
Thank you for having me this morning. Please let me quickly make a correction. I am the State Vice Chairman of the party and also the acting committee secretary, not the deputy chairman, for the purposes of records. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much for that clarification. All right, moving on. The PDP in Abia State through a statement you personally signed, if you can still remember clearly, sir, has asked Atiku Abubakar to ensure that Iyorchia Ayu leaves. And then I want to confirm if truly this is the position of the party in Abia State.
Well, we issued two statements yesterday. One immediately after the Port Harcourt meeting, and then that was released overnight, and then the second one sometime in the afternoon yesterday. In the first release we made, we said Abia PDP remains in PDP and stands solidly behind Atiku Abubakar. It was at that time it was necessary to make that statement because most of the inquiries we received from press people, they wanted to know if we are still part of PDP, and they wanted to know if we are still solidly behind our presidential candidate. That first statement was intended to address those two questions. That yes, we remain PDP is our party, and then secondly, we stand behind Atiku Abubakar as the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, and of course all our candidates for governor, for House of Representatives, Senate, and House of Assembly. That is the position of the party. We later in the day we issued the second statement. The second statement, which was captioned "Abia PDP calls on Atiku Abubakar to ask Iyorchia Ayu to resign as a was stressed and give more emphasis on the second paragraph of the first statement. In that second paragraph of the first release we made, we have said that the Abia PDP believes that a certain level of adjustment in the national leadership of our party is necessary to accommodate the interests of Southern Nigeria and create a sense of belonging to every section of the country. We are making this statement in good faith. The Abia PDP is not at war with itself. It's not at war with the wicked group. It's not at war with our presidential candidate. But we are trying to look at a path that could secure success for us in the 2023 general elections. The position being that during a very, very high level meeting that took place at the Bauchi guest house at Abuja sometime before the emergence of the presidential candidate, when there was this argument on zoning and not zoning before the party essentially decided to leave the option open. A question was thrown by a prominent member of our party to the chairman of the party. And that question is, peradventure, a candidate emerges from the north as our flag bearer. What happened with your position? In his words, he did say in that meeting, when several prominent members of our party attended, that if that happens, I will resign to give way for the emergence of the national chairman of Southern Nigeria extraction. That was the work of a man who believes is a very honorable man. And today we have a very serious issue, because in the last 8 years or 7 years of the APC administration, we have seen the marginalization of the people of the Southeast Nigeria. We have also seen the incarceration of our son Nnamdi Kanu because of his protest on the need to properly take care of issues affecting Southeast Nigeria, particularly after the Civil War. And we cannot engage ourselves in any political calculation which must not be seen and clearly seen to protect the interests of our people. We will not make that mistake, because its consequences will eventually be lamentable. So for us, we are simply saying we are with Atiku Abubakar as our presidential candidate. Another PDP will give him all the support he requires. But at the same time, we are telling him that our support is not enough to make you to become a president. That steps must be taken that will make those who are not happy, to become part of this bad wagon, to realize Waziri becoming the president of Nigeria. That is the position. And today, if you look at our position, Abia PDP has become a moderator. We are playing an enhancing role, trying to make sure that both the agreed and those who are in charge come together so that we can create one big umbrella which will give us what we want. It's not a war, but these are issues that every PDP member at the thing. In order for us to get what we want.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ama. In as much as we listen to you keenly, of course, the Abia State PDP is not in any way in agreement with the national body. But your stand now, your position that the national chairman, Iyoche Ayu, should leave the position, don't you think that it will post a negative impact on the presidential campaign?
No, listen. We loving your child, loving your spouse, loving your friend does not stop you from telling him or her the truth. And that is exactly the situation we find ourselves now. As you have clearly observed, we are not at war with either Iyoche Ayu, a man we respect so much. We are not at war with His Excellency Governor Mike of Rivers State. But what we are simply saying is that there is a role you must play, that you have a duty to live up to your own words. Now listen to me. Very soon we will be making promises to Nigeria. If we make promises to our own party people, don't keep it. What are the chances that we are going to keep the promises we have made to Nigeria? Remember today in Nigeria, we are suffering because we had a president that said they were going to create 5 million jobs in 4 years, and today we have much more people losing their jobs. A president who said that dollar and naira will be at par 1-to-1, and today dollar is hitting the naira. We want people who make promises and keep their promises. And for us, the campaign has begun. And for us, if we fix this issue, we have already won the presidential election. It is a critical issue. And we cannot lose the presidency because of Iyoche Ayu alone. Because we have a big umbrella which is able to accommodate the present national chairman if he resigns tomorrow, by the time we find ourselves in Aso Villa, to take charge of the affairs of this country.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ama. But it is very critical for we to observe this particular point, that your position, remember, we have the National Working Committee of your party that decide what happens and all of that. So for groups, let's say branches of the party across states to take position, is it not tempting the position of the National Working Committee of your party?
Well, we are not taking this introduction. And when we talk about doctrine of necessity, it goes beyond what any cabal believes is right. We are talking of national interest. We are talking of the interest that affects the generality of our people, of our members. Everybody inclusive. It's not a matter because we know who sets the agenda for the National Working Committee. We know that as a national chairman, he has what he says to nominate the 2,000 members. I am a member of the State Working Committee. He has that advantage to do that. So it's not incumbent on them. Because when that question was posed to him, he did not say, I will do the bidding of the National Working Committee. He said, I will relinquish the position to make way for the emergence of the national chairman of Southern Nigeria's extraction. And he cannot deny this. And there is nobody who will say he never made that statement. And that has been the tradition. Because one thing that has made PDP cheat as a party over the years is the ability of PDP to recognize Jody. It is one thing that has made them cheat. And so you cannot take, today we have, you cannot take the national chairman of our party and the presidential candidate of our party in the same northern Nigeria, which was a component before the amalgamation in 1914. It is not possible for a Nigeria, for a united Nigeria made up of 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. It is beyond members of the National Working Committee because we are their own best interest. Because it is their best interest that win the presidential election. What will become of them if we lose the presidential election? So it is not yet because today the actions that are complaining, the people behind which nobody will take out the fact that at the very, very worst that they control 1 million voters. And in the kind of election we are going to engage ourselves in 2023, it's not an election where you can say go to let 1 million voters go to hell. You can't do that. It matters so much. And for us as a party, if we take this, we have already won the election 70%. The third election is just yet money. But our inability to address this will haunt us, and the consequences, as I said,
all right, Mr. Aman, let me pick you up from that particular point where you said that the inability to address this would haunt you people per se. We've spoken with Chief Charles Ogbonna talking about the state coordinator of Atiku Abubakar campaign organization this morning, who said that there is no problem at all in the People's Democratic Party in as much as the 2023 general election is concerned. All right, in trying to resolve the issue, the current crisis in the People's Democratic Party, what about the BOT position given to the South? Is it not still something to be considered? And then trying to put certain nerves down in seeing the way, in seeing ways that the party could move forward?
Well, we don't use the position of the chairman. Let me begin with the position of our highly respected Charles Ogbonna. For him to say there is no problem in the party, I doubt if you are patient, if you will have them, because we are not discussing the problem, which is known to all Nigerians. We are discussing the problem. And you don't use the office of the BOT chairman to equalize the office of the president in our party. What you use to equalize that conditional basis, what you use to equalize the office of the president is the national chairman of the party. You use the Senate president to equalize the House of Representatives position. You use the BOT chairman to equalize the secretary of the BOT. You don't use BOT chairman to equalize the presidency. The BOT position is a non-executive. It's not an executive position. It's a mere advisory position which cannot be used to equalize such a sensitive position as a man who will want to assume the office of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Commander-in-Chief. No, it cannot happen that way. What you use to equalize that position is the national chairman of the party. And these are facts that have been with us in the past 23 years of this fledgling Fourth Republic. They can say that way. At no time was the office of the national BOT chairman used to equalize the president. It has never happened. And it will be a misnomer for us to begin to try that now. This is misnomer and unacceptable. And that is the problem.
All right, thank you very much. Let's come back home. Talking about the governor of Abia State, Ikezie Okpazu. Should we assume that he aligns with the position with what is happening so far, that the governor of the state is fully aware of what is happening on the part of the People's Democratic Party Abia State branch as regards the campaign organization of the Atiku Abubakar?
His Excellency Governor Ikezie Okpazu is not a passive governor. It is a very, very active governor. And to ask whether he knows what is happening, I think, to say the least, that should not be the position. He is actively involved. And I want to tell you that he is not only actively involved, he is playing a major, he's a major moderator. He's moderating peace between the two factions. Because in the words, you had what Chief Charles Obona said, he is highly respected by Turaki, by our presidential candidate, the former vice president. He is highly respected by the people, and they have confidence in him. And that is one way the other PDP has played the role we have played. He is very much aware of everything and every position we have taken as a party. Being the acting publicity secretary does not give me the right and the privileges of sitting down and concord documents on behalf of the party without consulting with the leader of the party, who is the governor, without consulting with members of the state working committee, who are charged with the responsibility of managing our party on day-to-day basis. So when we make every press release, press statements or whatever, it clearly tells you that this is the position of the party and nothing short of it. So he's actively involved, and I want to also say that all hope is not lost. Next week Tuesday, by the special grace of God, we will be meeting with our presidential candidate Akeduku. You ask the question if the governor will be there. My answer to that is that the governor will be there. My answer to that is that the deputy governor will be there. My answer to that is that our serving senators will be there. Our presidential candidates, our senatorial candidates will be there. 3 of them will be there. The 8 members of the House of Assembly, the members of the House of Assembly will be there. Then our candidates for House of Assembly and House of Representatives will all be there. The members of the State Working Committee will be there. It is going to be a robust constructive engagement where issues will be discussed frankly. We love ourselves. I want to believe very, very soon, in the very open, before the eyes of every Nigerian, we will see a Governor Wike embracing His Excellency Atiku Abubakar. And all these things will be a kind of strategy, because already it's causing confusion for APC. It's causing confusion for the other parties. They believe that we have strategy and we have a problem. And you remember the crisis we went through even before our national convention that produced iron. It came to a point where people felt that it would never happen. But overnight it was solved. That is one thing God has blessed the People's Democratic Party. And I can show you, that we have the personality blessed with the magic plan which will bring this to pass. And after some time, you see all these things will be to the past. We are going to have one strong, indivisible party that will be able to take over take over Nigeria. This is a test for us, because there are a lot of issues in Nigeria that need to be resolved. And as a party, we are facing a major issue which we have to resolve. And I can tell you, it is a preparation. This crisis is a stepping stone for us to the presidency. This crisis will be a thing of the past. This crisis will make us stronger as a party. This crisis will make Nigeria to celebrate us. This crisis will make Nigeria a better place when we take over the presidency.
All right, Mr. Ahmad Abraham, I want to say a very big thank you, and then we hope so that what you have said would turn out to be the reality in future. Well, thank you very much for your time on the platform this morning.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
All right, at this point, we'll bring in our listener to make his or her own intention known on this particular issue this morning. The numbers are 08081826949 or 08116052949. Let me take that again. 0808182649 or 08116052949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ben.
You're welcome to the program.
Suleiman knows the name. I'm calling you from Mumbai.
All right, you're welcome.
But when I listened to Chief Tasobia Obenaya's interview and the Ahmad Abraham interview, one thing you understand is that PDP is a big family, and PDP, at the end of all these things that appear to look like a problem, they will come together and make sure that they support the presidential candidate, which is hoping, by the grace of God, that is going to emerge as the president of Nigeria come 2023 after general election. So all these things, I am advising everybody, even when the last speaker, what he said, he is from Abia North, they should mobilize. And the governor, who is the stakeholder, who is the leader of the party in the state, please, our governor, chief governor that have been a PDP member, every weekend, they are PDP members. PDP weekend said that anything that he has been in this life was, he got it, he has gotten it under PDP umbrella. So I believe that he has told us that he's not going to link the party. By the grace of God, they will unite together.
All right, thank you.
They will unite together to make sure that I give us this great victory.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning. All right, numbers again are 0808-182-6949 or 081-160-52949. Of course, you can do as a text to 0802-181-0123. 0802-181-0123. Let us have your own thought on this particular issue this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, I am Dr. Bendadia, occupant labor. I am calling from Bosse, the hometown of Excellency.
All right.
The kind of problem PDP and APC put in Nigeria. From now to next year, PDP cannot resolve the problem of internal problem it has. Mr. Speaker, if PDP continue for this fight, we lead them nowhere. I advise those in PDP to be a contest election. Adere Capello, our brother, is the Messiah of this country. Tinubu, Atiku, let them go and relax. P2B is the one will govern this country.
All right, thank you very much. Once time for campaign, then you can pay and then do that clearly. Hello, good morning.
How are you?
We are good. Thanks for joining us.
I'm very grateful getting you with your big voice today. Thank you.
All right, please.
I will go Kodiakara. I am calling from Momoawa in Omaya South Local Government Area.
All right.
Please, tell those people talking about APC and PDP to remove it from their minds. Those two parties are gone and gone forever. You should not talk about PDP, APC again in my ear to hear it. But if they do, people will know what is in my mind.
All right, thank you very much for your own thoughts on that particular issue. 0808-182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. Let us have your thoughts on this particular issue. Of course, you can do as a text to the number 0802-181-0123. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Presenter.
You're welcome. Please go ahead.
My name is Christian Andubisi.
All right.
It amused me to hear when Ahmad Abraham is talking about PDP restructuring Nigeria, making Nigeria better. While they are forgetting that the problem Nigeria is facing now, they are the one that caused it today. So whether they reconcile or they do not reconcile, PDP have no anything to offer to Nigeria as long as I'm concerned. So they should go and sit down and rest.
All right, please do not accept that word. Please be polite whenever you call in to make your own opinion known on the issue we look at on this platform. Of course, from our Facebook page, rather. Good morning, friend. Here, political analyst Ben. The crisis rocking PDP today is as a result of disagreement within their ranks. And for peace to reign between them, Ayu must resign with immediate effect as the party chairman for equity, justice, and fairness. That was from Ezeka Elvis this morning. And then this one, Nwachuku Kennedy. Good morning, Mr. Ben. Whether we can leave PDP or not, none is our concern. What we know is that by 2023, PDP will be forgotten outrightly, both federal and in Abia State. Okay, that was your own opinion. Also, Francis Namani is saying, watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. Good morning from here. Wike is fighting a just cause, which is strictly embedded on equity, fairness, and justice. Let us speak with this caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Moses. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So, how are you?
I'm good this morning. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead, please.
My name is Pastor Ifeanyi Emmanuel. I'm calling from North.
All right, Pastor Ifeanyi.
You see, the explanations given by Mr. Wunda and Elder Abraham are quite clear. But I want to say that if the PDP at the state level is saying that Yota should resign, relating that position for the South, I think it's an ideal thing. I think what Wike is really fighting for is not personal. Thing for the interest of the South. Something should be done so that they will not, have a crack on the wall that will make them lose the election. Because this is going to zero into crisis.
All right, thank you very much, Pastor, for calling in this morning. Let's just speak with this particular caller before we run off the program this morning. Hello, good morning. Kindly turn down your radio set. Kindly turn down your radio set. All right, go ahead, please.
Okay. Well, I think the matter is a national matter.
What's your name?
My name is I'm calling from Abia precisely. Straight to the point. Let me thank the spokesperson of the PDP of Abia State and the stakeholder Charles Obona. I think they have done justice to the matter. The matter is plain. Even the Bible will read. If you read Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 2, it says, give portion to 7, give portion to 8. Now you look at it from two divides, the north and south. The two divides, may you take one and give me one, take 8 and give me 7. Or you take 7 and take 8 and give me 8. It's a simple analogy. So it's not a matter of running around the bush. It's a straight matter. So what Wike is standing and what the governor, the good governor of Abia State is standing for is just the fact. It's all about justice. It's all about national matter. It's all about when you look at the principles of federalism. It's all about take this one and give me this one. And then the center will continue to move. So that is what they're saying. So I think the hierarchy of the PDP should look at what they're saying. It's all about national matter they're talking about. Give me this and take this. That is where the matter lies. Even the Constitution too. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you very much for calling in. All right, dear listener, I believe we've done to some extent a good work of this issue, but we hope that the People's Democratic Party will turn out with their drama demonstrations and activities rightly, so that Nigerians will know where to stand on. Dear listener, this is where we want to drag the curtain on today's edition of the program, The Platform. The Platform makes a return next week, Monday. Thank you very much for always being our best companion. My name is Moses. Ben, keep the dial here. Good morning.